lame, you mad it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Stacking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, not the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some shit, stick it in the ballroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. I am AJ, the team lead here, and this is our live AMA. We come to you every Monday and Thursday at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. A little bit of technical difficulties there. Sorry for the black screen of death starting off. But lots to talk about today, and of course, more fireworks. It always seems something happens right before we go on stream. The market is absolutely imploding right now. So we'll talk a little bit about that, but some bullish updates as well. And as always, I'm joined by my co-host with the most, LA, and fellow team member. LA, how are you?
I'm good. It has been a week, like a really very productive week, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, no, 100%, LA. We'll get into all that. I know both of us have been super busy. We have a lot of marketing updates. LA's head of our marketing, so she'll have some updates with that, and some other great info as we go through today's AMA. We'll still try to keep it pretty short and sweet, under an hour. The last few AMAs have been pretty long, so hopefully we can get through all this today. But first things first, was not even on my list, but major red candles. It looks like Bitcoin is down about 10% in the last 24 hours. Um, just not looking good. I think there was some FUD with Evergreen or Evergrande. The giant Chinese conglomerate has filed for bankruptcy. The U.S. market data has not looked good for months now. So that's again, a recession all around. And I even saw some SpaceX FUD on their Bitcoin holdings. So, it's the perfect storm. We always get, the volatility. People are, manipulating crypto to their advantage. Unfortunately, we are still such manipulatable asset, in the grand scheme of things. You know, a small amount of money can really move markets, and when you pile on FUD and news events like today, it can go either way. But the good news is that regardless of how volatile and the shitstorm of FUD that we see, we're all still so early, and as long as you have a long-term mindset, um, things will and have always recovered. So again, what they say, past performance is not indicative of future results. But I think that we can all agree that crypto is, the way of the future and providing financial freedom to everybody, banking the unbanked, a lot of fundamental things that FUD and recessions can never impact. So all that being said, I'm a perma bull, so it's hard for me to be negative, but I do think we're in for some pain in the short term. But with the Bitcoin having coming up. I think, 2024 will be a really big year. And it plays perfectly into Fusion and everything that we're building here at EMP. ETH going back up as well. And, with the market dip and uh, some other people trying to accumulate, we have seen PEG moving in the right direction. So that was the first bit of news we wanted to cover today. I've said it all along, and again, we're not here to speculate on price, especially with our native assets. But I think, there's going to be a situation in the very near future where PEG and EMP do start to recover, and they start to recover really quickly. And when that happens, a lot of people are going to be saying, damn, I wish I would have accumulated more when it was cheap. So don't be that person. But again, don't ever invest more than you can afford. And if you have solid bags here in the MP already, then you're all set for fusion and sacrifice. But if you want a DCA, it's times like today that are great opportunities for that. So, LA, anything you want to add about PEG moving in the right direction or the overall sentiment on markets?
Yeah, it's really nice to see things moving in the right direction here at EMP. And like you just said, when we do start to finally announce dates and give those details you guys have been waiting for, we can both see things moving very quickly and all these things we've been saying happening very quickly. So while things are still looking good, if you're looking to make a move, you know, now's probably the time, but we're not here to tell you what to do. So
No doubt, yes, not financial advice. But a lot of other awesome things happening this week as well. We had a super productive meeting today with L1X and L1 Dex, and getting all of our ducks in a row to really start ramping up marketing on that front. We'll talk about that in a minute. But for those of you that don't know, the website is up. So we made an announcement earlier this week. We on the AMA on Monday. We went over the new website, all the partner decks information. Again, if you have any connections with other decentralized exchanges, please have them reach out. We have an amazing opportunity to route our volume through other dexes, and it's a win-win for everybody. It's a not competition based, where other dexes are able to utilize their liquidity on multiple chains with our tech. So all that info is on the website, and of course our light paper with all the basic information on fees and what the DEX will actually offer. So if you haven't checked that out, please make sure you do. Mainnet is gonna be here before we know it. I mean, LA, I know we were like looking at our schedule, and it's like, man, mainnet is gonna be here in like 2 weeks. So we've been really dialing it up, right,
yeah,
LA? Yeah.
it's coming soon.
Yeah, so we're again doing a whole push with partner dexes and other AMAs and other marketing material all around L1 Dex, and we'll talk about one marketing avenue that's been crushing it here in a minute, but some other updates first. So before we move on from L1X and L1 Dex, the public sale is still live as well. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. I haven't checked it. I think we're over. Oh, hang on one sec. I think we're over 100 and uh, I don't know. I'm having a hard time pulling it up. LA, what are we at? Can you pull up that site? I think we're over 170,000 raised. Yeah,
Let me just refresh.
yeah.
174.
All right, there you go. 174,000 in the public sale. Again, that will continue on. And if you go through our link, no need to KYC. We did have an update too with L1X about how the wallet will work. I know we did a big deep dive on that on the last AMA, and there was still some confusion. So it looks like what will happen is regardless of whether you registered with a MetaMask wallet or a hardware wallet that you went into the pre-sale or the public sale with, you will still be able to sign a transaction. So there will be some sort of interface on the L1 Dex, or I'm sorry, well, it may be on L1 Dex, but it'll be on the L1X Foundation as well. One of those two, where you actually sign a transaction that proves that you're the owner of that wallet address. And once you do that, again, this will all be decentralized, where you don't have to put in your private keys. I know there was a lot of concern about that. So literally, you would just sign that transaction, approve that you are the owner of that wallet and that you did, in fact, contribute, and then you'll be able to specify the actual L1X wallet to receive those funds. So that I think is going to be the breakdown, um, which makes things a lot more secure and safe. But again, we'll have future updates as we get closer and closer. And if you went through L1X directly, then you're already in the loop. You should have been getting emails on how to set all that up, and they can verify your identity because you had the KYC. So there's options for everybody, but I think that is the plan moving forward. LA, do you want to add to that at all? Or I know that really wasn't on our list, but I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, if you can just reiterate, because there was a question in the AMA questions about, is it true that I can't claim my tokens if I used a hardware wallet? So if you can kind of just reiterate that for those people who used a hardware wallet in the pre-sale or the public sale.
Yeah, absolutely. So even though the L1X wallet itself is not going to be hard wallet compatible right off the bat, it will be eventually. It's just there's a ton going into the wallet right now, and there's only so much time in the day for the devs to get everything working in a safe manner. But I mean, we're talking maybe weeks, not years before that happens. However, to LA's point, if you use the hardware wallet to go into the pre-sale or the public sale, um, that won't be an issue because there will be some sort of interface, again, either on L1X Foundation or L1 Dex, because we were the intermediary, where you will just, it'll ask you to connect your hardware wallet or your MetaMask wallet and sign a transaction. So just like you would interact with any other smart contract, there is a signature call that pops up that proves that you are the owner of that wallet address. So you would just sign that transaction, just like any other transaction. You approve and send in MetaMask, and then once that is approved, you'll have another pop-up that will ask you to input your L1X wallet that you want the funds sent to. So again, it will be a two-step process. You won't be able to use your MetaMask directly. You have to have the L1X wallet, and we'll go over more on that too. It'll just the L1X wallet really is what we're all moving toward, moving forward anyway. Cody explained that on Monday's AMA. All the functionality, all the cross-chain swap abilities, and the low fees will all be available through the wallet. So it is going to be a bit of a process onboarding everybody to that wallet, but once we do, it will go a lot smoother. So yeah, you will have to have, again, your MetaMask wallet, hardware or hot wallet, whatever you have, sign a transaction that proves you're the owner, and then you'll be asked what your L1X wallet address is to send to. So again, LA, does that help? I know it's a bit confusing without being able to show anything, but
For sure. And they are putting out some more instructions and stuff in written format as we get closer. So we'll make sure to post those links in our groups as well.
yeah, no doubt. And again, never ever share your private key. I know, that was everybody's concern. Like, I'm not gonna import my private keys anywhere. I'll just not get my tokens. But don't be alarmed. There is a solution for all that. So, uh, and again, worst case scenario, you can always open a ticket in the L1X Discord, and they can explain it to you one-on-one. But even there, even team members or anything like that, never give your seed phrase or your private key away. So, all right, awesome. All right, that was it for the public sale and all the L1 DEX and L1X updates. Happy to answer some questions as we get to the Q&A portion. All right, so other updates. Our PulseChain secret project. So again, we are literally days away. If you're in the VIP, I gave everybody a heads up a few days ago. VIP will get first access, but this is really exciting. So all the testing is done, everything is ready to roll. Again, we're just waiting to press the button, and we have a rollout plan. We'll have an AMA specifically around this, and I think the timing is also really, really good. Again, not only do we see a big dip in the market today, but PulseChain's still been holding pretty well even with that. So again, I think the worst of it is has happened. Obviously, the indictment from the SEC of Richard Hart, but it takes a lot to destroy a chain, and Pulse Chain has the built-in community. And I do have some alpha with this Pulse Chain Seeker project. We have not announced the name. It will be under the Impulse umbrella, but it will be a new separate name and entity. And it really borrows a lot of inspiration from Hex. So those of you that are Hexicans or know how Hex and T-shares work, you will be really, really intrigued at some of these mechanisms that we have included into this project. So that's as much alpha as I can give. Again, it's about setting up the infrastructure for Impulse or eventually Fusion on Pulse. So it is a separate project, sister project, if you will, but a lot of similarities, and you will be able to use your EMP and your eShare to earn in this protocol. Again, it may not be live in the first week, but by week 2 or 3, you'll definitely be able to use your EMP and eShare in that protocol. So there's a lot of alpha for you there. We're purposely keeping it under the radar to have a fair launch. Again, let VIP get in, set the floor, and then we'll open it up to the general public. And I think that again, we'll have a lot of success with the communities that we're bridging between EMP and Pulse and Hex and all the tribes, so to speak, around Richard Hart. So, all right, LA, anything you want to add to that? Again, I gave away a little bit of alpha there. Hopefully, the devs don't get too mad at me, but I think that was a good overview. Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting our announcement posts ready today and I was getting all fired up and like, oh my gosh, can we just put this out there today? I'm ready. Let's go. Let's
I
roll.
know,
So,
let's go, exactly. Yeah, well, we have some announcements coming through that as well. I think what LA again, we'll drop some more alpha. I think we have some 8 o'clock announcements coming, right? I think that's one of the platforms for sure.
yeah, that's not finalized yet,
All right,
but yeah.
cool. All right, well there you go. I get in trouble for some alpha, but all right. So we have a lot coming. Again, we'll talk about marketing here in a second, but um, with again Fusion and L1 Dex, not only are we marketing those individually, but they also have a bunch of crossover. So as well as these AMAs, we are looking into other things that we really haven't done before to bring in a new audience. So LA, I know you're working on. This is one thing I know for sure I'm allowed to say is our explainer videos. you
Yeah,
made some more headway with those, right?
yes, she's working on the fourth one now, and we're making really great headway. The first one's like really good. I'm excited about it. They simplify everything, so if you felt like your mind was boggling after reading the white paper, they take everything down to a very simple level and just explaining everything in the bare bones and make it kind of fun and cute. And they act as both an explainer video and kind of an advertising tool to bring new people in. So they're fun, and they simplify everything, and they're going to be ready to roll soon.
Killer. All right, so yeah, no doubt. I think oh, can you guys hear me? I'm getting some pop-ups on my computer here, but can you hear me, LA? Everything's still okay?
Yep, yep.
Okay, sorry about that, guys and gals. So yeah, we're exploring a lot of different ways of advertising. Again, obviously the tried and true AMAs and Twitter and Discord, but also some paid ads, video. Again, some really unique stuff that we haven't explored before, which I think will put a lot of fresh eyeballs on us. And one of those things that we've had some amazing success with so far and have been shown the ropes from our partner, Dex Finance, is DeBank's new platform. So I'm going to pull up let me hang on one second here. I'll pull up my screen. All right, perfect. So hopefully you guys can see this. So yeah, we are now an official recognized platform on DeBank. So DeBank is a great tool that a lot of people use to track their investments, but now they've rolled out a social media platform attached to people's DeFi holdings, and it's really really cool. It's basically a Twitter of DeFi, and we're fairly new. They just launched this about a month ago. So the idea is that we're trying to get a stronghold in the top account now while all this is rolling out. So we have all three platforms, EMP.Money, which again will have a bunch of fusion updates. The new logo, that was another funny thing. Somebody was commenting, or a lot of people
Yeah.
actually, right? LA, go ahead, go tell everybody
No, that
about
was
that.
so funny.
Yeah.
No, I think 2 days ago in the main chat, someone wrote that they saw our Fusion logo on the new L1 Dex site, and they said, "Oh my God, is that the new Fusion logo? Is this a sneak peek? Like, oh my God, I haven't seen it yet. Like, this is the first peek that we're seeing." And like, for a second, like they actually had me convinced that we hadn't shared it out anywhere yet. And like, I don't know, I was busy doing something, and I totally forgot. It's all over the white paper already. So for a second today, I messaged AJ, and then I deleted the message right away when I realized. But I was like, "Hey, is it okay if I, put our new logo all over the new DBank thing? Because yeah, I know we haven't shared it anywhere yet." And then I was like, "Yes, we have. It's
Yeah.
all over the white paper." I don't know what this person was saying.
Yeah, no,
But
100%.
they had me convinced for a second there.
Yeah, absolutely. That just goes to show some people are not reading the white paper and the other info that we're putting out. But yeah, this is the new EMP Fusion logo. Again, EMP with the little lightning bolt. That will be our branding moving forward. We'll have a whole new website with all the branding as well. So all that's coming. But yes, DBank has been great. You can actually target DeFi users as well, and we'll be posting articles here and actually putting some money on them. What happens is, unlike other protocols or advertising, again with Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, you pay Facebook or Instagram or Twitter to send everything out, and they keep all the profits. Well, with DBank, again, the decentralized manner, we are able to put, say, 20 to 50 bucks on each post, and then you sharing and commenting on the post, you get a portion of those of that money. So it actually goes to users that are interacting with the content rather than the platform itself. So really cool stuff. Again, I'm super impressed, and we're gonna be hitting it hard on DBank because if we can get into the top, 20 or 30 protocols, it'll be a lot of organic reach as well. So please make sure you're following
Yeah.
EMP.Money. It's account number 11991. You
I
can
posted
search
the
it. Yeah.
link also
All
in
right,
there.
perfect. Yeah, so LA
Yeah.
has the links everywhere. And please make sure you follow L1 Dex and Dex Finance. Again, Jake from Dex Finance was really really helpful in teaching us today. We had a meeting with them, so we're gonna be hitting it hard. Follow all three accounts, and then we can help promote each other with those accounts too. So, yeah,
So
anything? Yeah,
here's
go ahead, Ella. Yep.
so here's a call to action. I just posted the link in the comments of the YouTube. Go follow that either right now or right when the AMA ends. Click on that link. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to follow us, like the post, which on DBank, it's their version of liking it is the shield with the check mark on it, and then repost it. So it's the little retweet, repost button, and then even comment on it. Because each one of those actions, you'll actually earn money for doing that. So right now, if you click onto the earners, somebody has earned up to $3.21 already for doing the most actions on the post. So you can earn money for interacting with our posts from now on. And the cool thing about this platform is we started off, but other people actually contribute money to our posts to boost the reach on our posts also. So we put a certain amount in, and as our following grows and grows, the amount of money that other people contribute will get larger and larger because they want their names to pop up in the top depositors. So it's pretty cool. We only started today, so we don't have any crazy results yet, but Jake got started only a few weeks ago and he's already in the top 30. So he told us exactly what to do. We're going to be working really diligently at this. We're going to post a ton on both this account and the L1 Dex account, and we're going to get all three of these accounts in the top 20 or 30 in the next couple weeks before all of these launches. So we're excited about it. The really cool thing is, if you look at the top of our account, you actually see the um, total value of followers. So that's how much money, the combined amount of money in the wallets of all of your followers. So you can see who's following you, how much money they have in their wallets, and you're not just targeting random people. You can set your posts to very specific people that you're targeting, and you can actually send out messages to specific groups of people. So we're going to be doing a lot of marketing on this platform to bring in new users to EMP once Fusion launches, and this period now between now and when Fusion launches. So we're really excited about it. So make sure to follow us and keep watch here because there's going to be a lot of action on this platform.
I love it. Perfect. All right, let me go ahead and bring up my notes again. All right, cool. So yeah, I hope to see all of you over there on DBank. Again, like LA said, it also tracks your follower value. So again, even though you connect your wallet and we know how much each person has, you're not doxxed. It doesn't unless you make a Web3 ID that is the same as your Telegram, which I would not recommend doing, just for safety reasons. But yeah, it's still anonymous. But there is some incredibly powerful data that we're able to get. And you can also do targeted messages as well. So if you pay a dollar, the default is a dollar. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. You can message any wallet address you want to within DeBank. So when you do that, there's also a lot of targeted lists that would say, message the most active DeFi users, within the last 24 hours, or and then it spits out a list of, 10,000 people that fit that criteria. So again, I was super impressed with this. Typically advertising in DeFi is a bit of a crapshoot. The PooCoin ads and the typical influencers. I mean, they're very expensive, and there's really not a good way to measure results. Even if you have, cookies or different analytical tools to track engagement, a lot of it's really, really, hard to quantify. But this is really a much better platform for what we've seen. And again, we had a meeting with L1X today. We're ramping up the Twitter engagement as well. So we may have some announcements in regards to Twitter as we move forward too. So again, those of you that are saying when marketing, the wheels are already in motion. So don't worry about that at all. So all right, I think that was really it as far as updates. LA, I'm sure we have some questions, and if anybody in the chat has a question, please make sure to post in the comments or the live chat. And one thing too, before we get to the Q&A, I forgot I wanted to jump right in. The markets got me excited or depressed, so I skipped over it when we first started. But please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Our view counts and engagement has steadily increased over here on YouTube as well. And all the other DeFi channels and protocols are leaving YouTube and focusing on drop shipping and all this other garbage that means they really were not crypto believers to begin with. But we're not going anywhere, so we're going to continue to put out content. And again, liking, commenting, and subscribing helps us get our reach to even more people. So, all right, LA, go ahead. Do we have some questions?
Yes, we have a couple. So this one we did answer in written format, but whenever someone asks a question, I always like to ask it anyways, just in case anyone was wondering the same thing. So on the last AMA, AJ mentioned earning money in Fusion from internal forms under the hood and external revenue. Could you elaborate on that, please? For example, what are some forms of external revenue?
Yeah, absolutely. So, there's quite a few, some of which we haven't really given a lot of info on, but others I'm happy to go over. So, the number one source of revenue right off the bat will be Fusion itself. So, we talked about this a lot, but there will be a 3% transaction fee on all marketplace transactions within Fusion, and even though there, technically that is a tax, like a sales tax would be here in America or wherever, whatever part of the world you're in, they have that built-in tax. That goes back into the protocol. So again, unlike most taxes that take away from the people or and go to the government or whatever else, that is actually a revenue stream for Fusion. And so those taxes are then reapplied to those of you that are in Fusion and earning energy through your microgrids. So that will be the first and foremost on day one revenue stream. And then we have a ton of other miscellaneous revenue streams as well. So there is a great revenue stream that we haven't talked about publicly yet. Some of the VIP members are already involved in that. That's been crushing it for us. That's real revenue that doesn't rely on other market conditions. We've also invested in other protocols. L1X specifically, the Treasury has a large investment in that, so we're hoping to yield from that as well. Um, our ad revenue from YouTube, that will go in. There's a lot of, again, little miscellaneous things. And then obviously another giant revenue stream will be the L1 DEX. So again, the majority of fees will go towards LP providers, but as we continue to gain volume, and the ecosystem is able to sustain itself from fees alone, both EMP and DEX Finance will get a small portion of that revenue for running the protocol. And really, it's not even an additional fee. It's just us providing our own liquidity as we continue to get protocol-owned liquidity from both EMP and DEX Finance. So again, it's exciting, and if we can do even a portion of the volume that we think we'll be able to do, we could be talking literally tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars a day in revenue. So again, I think all that will play really nicely into Fusion. And really at the end of the day, that is the new wave. Any DeFi protocol that doesn't have real yield or real revenue, they will fail. I mean, we've seen it happen over and over and over again, and we're not going to be another protocol like that that relies on new volume. Obviously, new volume is awesome and helps us grow even faster, but real revenue is the solution to sustainability long term. So, yeah, anything you want to add to that, Ella? Go ahead.
No, I couldn't agree more. We have this set up for success. Not only are the economics strong, but these external sources of revenue flowing in from multiple sources are going to create stability. So excited about that.
No doubt. And even the small things add up, right, LA? I mean, we're still getting our commissions from Spritz, the ledger commissions. So, right now maybe only a couple of $100 a month, but the more that we grow and become, a trusted, renowned project in DeFi, the more community members, the more users, all those numbers will go up for sure.
I do love getting those emails saying you've got a new Spritz referral reward.
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, again, there's a lot, I'm sure there's even some I'm forgetting, but those are the big ones. So, all right, cool.
Awesome. We have another question asking for an update on the Level X compensation plan.
Yeah, so I made an announcement about this a few AMAs back. We have all the data from the Level X reimbursement, so to speak. It will not be a one-to-one. We'll release the exact percentage, but it will be applied to Fusion. So you will get your quote-unquote refund as a addition to your microgrid. So, and all things considered, it wasn't a lot total, so it should not dilute anything, and it's not coming from the Treasury or EMP holdings. It'll be from me personally. So, it won't dilute people further. The money will actually come from somewhere. So, but yeah, we'll put more info on that. We have we have all the data we need. We just have to wait for Fusion to be live to credit that amount. So, and again, it will not be one-to-one, but you will at least get something back, and we'll announce the percentage as it gets closer.
Awesome. That was all I had from Discord, and let's just check one more time on YouTube here. I don't see anything else.
Yeah, no, I think we did a great job covering. I looked through and don't see anything. I didn't see any other comments on Well, I guess I did. There was one thing in the main chat that somebody was asking about Sentinels and NFTs. So again, we do address this in the white paper. So please read the white paper. I know, a lot of people don't want to spend the time, but we put a lot of effort into, doing white papers and making things as transparent as we can. So it does get a little frustrating when we have to explain things that are clearly laid out. But the question was, what is going to happen with the NFTs in the protocol? So that being Sentinels, um, Defenders, and Power Up. So Power, those are going to just remain the same. They pay out on ETH. Again, I know a lot of you have been asking what's with rewards. We're still trying to find a solid bridging solution. And honestly, we're just waiting for L1X to come out. So we can't just use L1X and L1 Dex. So that's why we haven't really committed to another bridging partner because we don't need a bridge with that tech. So that is hopefully the goal. Again, it's just going to be a little longer, but we've been distributing rewards manually about once a week. So just you are still getting rewards, and nothing will change with the power ups. So, however, with Sentinels and Defenders, just like you claim from DAAS contracts into your central grid, which then applies to your microgrid, or the central grid into the microgrid, that'll be the same deal with the NFTs. So, you'll be able to claim your rewards just like you do now, but they will be applied to your ownership of Fusion. And as far as them earning more, those earn based on the DAAS contracts. So once the DAAS contracts recover, then those NFTs will start paying more as we go. So the idea right now is to stop the bleeding in all the DAAS contracts. Once we stop the bleeding, we can then implement the V3 changes, which will highly incentivize compounding and penalize those that claim more than a few days a week. And then the third approach is to start getting more volume into those contracts. So it's a multi-stage process, but we feel like, once we're able to get all those stages complete, that we'll see a large recovery on all that in the ecosystem. So, LA, you want to add to that anything? I know that wasn't really part of our day, but I saw some discussion in the main about that. So,
I think you fully covered that, but I do have something else I want to say.
all right, perfect. It's all yours.
I just want to say, get ready. Things have been massively amping up this week. The energy, the workload, the amount of meetings and phone calls. I literally have had things to do from the second I wake up until the second I go to sleep, and that is such a good feeling because it feels like we're getting very close to everything all at once, and we kind of knew that was going to happen. But it's a great feeling because everyone's been waiting for such a long time, and just get ready, get yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared. Get excited because everything is amping way up right now. We are in the acceleration period. That part where you're going onto the highway and you have to kind of press the gas pedal way down so that you can merge in with the flow of traffic. We are in that lane and we are pressing the gas pedal down, way down so that the car is speeding up. We are accelerating massively right now. So get ready, get set, let's go, let's fucking go, let's do it. Very excited. And things are coming together. So
I love it. There you
be
go.
prepared.
Yes, everybody's gonna love that LA again. Every time LA drops an F-bomb, I think we see our assets spike in value. But no, I agree, LA. I could not agree more. we are absolutely pouring gasoline on the fire, with 2 weeks left for the beta launch of L1X. The devs pretty much being done with our PulseChain project and all the final, implementation of Fusion. It is all going to happen at once. We were jokingly saying that was the case, but I think that is going to happen. And we just got to make sure all of us are ready and prepared for what is about to come. Because I think we see fireworks after everything is finally live. So, all right, well, I don't want to go on too much more. LA killed it right there. Always has some great analogies at the end of our AMAs, and yeah, I hope everybody's as excited as we are. We can feel the energy, in the background, really ramping up, and we're excited for these next few weeks. Regardless of what the market does, we're building, and that's all that matters. So, all right, awesome. Well, again, I appreciate all of you for coming. The community is what has kept us alive and kicking, and it's because of all of you that we put in these hours. Again, like LA said, from the time we get up to the time we go to sleep, it's about trying to deliver on everything that we always said we would deliver on, and make one of the greatest DeFi protocols that crypto has ever seen. So it's in the works. It's coming. So all right, awesome. LA, again, any final words? I don't know. That was a mic drop moment, so I don't know what to add to that, but I'll give you the chance.
You're all amazing and enjoy the rest of your day or evening.
All right, there you have it, everybody. Thanks again, and we will be back on Monday. We actually have two AMAs on Monday. We'll have one earlier in the day with the Rise community. You've heard me talk about Rise. I am a member of their team as a consultant, and you'll see why on that Monday AMA. Some really bullish news, not only for Rise, but also for Fusion. So make sure you join. That'll be at noon on Monday, and then our regularly scheduled AMA Monday night, 6:45 p.m. Eastern, or whatever time of the day it is for you. So big week ahead, and the rest of this month is going to be flat out for all of us. So all right, thanks everybody. Good night. Good day. We'll see you on Monday.